On this 15 car right away here too. So it looks like we need to upshift on the front stretch, but other than that, looks like we just lock her into 4th gear and she's good to go. So we'll just coast around here, see what we can pick up, and hopefully learn a little bit about the car as we go, because like I said, I've got next to no practice. It sounds like the car is scraping off the ground. This isn't even the iRacing baseline setup, so I don't even know how it drives compared to that. Too much brake, too much brake. Way too much brake. Let's move them rearward a little bit, because we just locked the front tires up hardcore. Get it turned down in. Alright, it's starting to feel a little more comfortable. I think we're getting into a rhythm with it. I just got to figure out how hard I can brake and how hard I can't brake. 31.097 just kind of roll it through 1 and 2, downshift into 4th. Okay, yeah, I think we got our rhythm here. So now we're just gonna ride around and see what we can't scrape up here. It looks like we're catching up to the cars ahead. It's all about patience through the corners here, it seems. Evidently we're learning enough about the car because we keep setting fast laps for ourselves. I don't know why I upshifted there. Was not thinking. Did not think. Dumb move. Here we need to. Okay, let's wrap that bottom. And what we want to do here is kind of notice how the car feels throughout the run. See if we can put some air into the rears or take some air out or put some air into the fronts or whatever it wants, and see if we can balance this car out a little bit. I might put a little bit, like a pound or two, in the right sides depending on how it develops throughout the run. So we got some cars getting tight up here, running into each other, but it looks like we all managed to keep her going straight. Get by this guy real quick, drive it in a little harder, just to be sure. I think he's got a little bit of a better car than us. Maybe not. Who knows? We've broken into the top 10, which is what I like to hear. I think this middle's where the car is real happy through 1 and 2 there. Definitely geared to stay into 4th down the backstretch, because I'm getting the shift light right as we're getting ready to lift off. So I think we've got this thing kind of figured out driving style. Now I just need to figure out how to shift the dang car and make some passes. So far so good though. We've made it 9 laps. No major incidents, although it looks like we're getting queued up for one over here with the Kyle Larson wannabe and Jeff Gordon, it possibly seems. Hard to tell from this far back, but one of them's definitely a Kyle. Oh, Alex Bowman's take. This is the Hendrick looking crew over here. We will charge in confidently. Let's see, is it a Jeff Gordon car? Because if so, it's really funny that these 3 Hendrick cars are just running into each other over here. Let Kyle Larson drive himself up the track. Actually, that's a 24 scheme, so that's a Casey Mears, I believe. He drives in way too hard. He's going to push up. We got the spot. Now we go catch up with the Alex Bowman wannabe. And after that, hopefully the Jeff Gordon wannabe. Just ease her through here. Got into it a little bit too late there, but we still made the corner. We're just easing this car around the track. We got all race to make these passes. It looks like we're up to 8th ourselves, which is more than I could ask for. All I'm looking for is a top 10. We're actually a 10th faster than the leader there. The leader also just got passed. Upshifting again because I'm not thinking. Upshifting there just completely ruins that corner.
31.116.
Jeff Gordon's way up the track. It's definitely looking like a Jeff Gordon scheme. Or at least he tried to make a Jeff Gordon scheme if he doesn't have one through trading paints. We ourselves, I believe, should be running a Brad Keselowski number 6 scheme because I thought it looked pretty cool.
31.098.
And back when Brad was in the Blue Deuce, I was a fan of him, and Junior Motorsports days. Always kind of had a feeling Brad was going somewhere. Alex Bowman's washing out his tires. We're still able to get the car pretty smoothly around the bottom. Sorry about bumping the mic. I really got to get a detached mic from my headset so that way I can itch my face to my heart's content and not have to bug you guys. We've caught Mr. I want to be Alex Bowman and immediately just lost him because I suck. But that's okay because we'll get it back because he really sucks through here. Granted, we also really suck compared to this 22 car through here. Just drive right by him.
31.329. Stay low.
Didn't even upshift there. Should have, but I didn't. Yeah, we're probably going to want air on the right sides, I think. Make this thing turn just a little bit better. I want to develop just the slightest bit of looseness in this thing. But we've got ourselves up to 7th, which is all I can ask for. Now let's see if we can hold on to this, dial a lot of brake bias into the thing, because holy cow do we suck right this very moment. He's got us there. Oh, the middle just does not have it through 3 and 4. We gotta run off.
Outside, 31.549. Stay low. The lead is at 31.173.
Still actually running faster than the leader. 2/10 faster, and we're battling the 3 car over here. So we have ourselves a pretty decent little ride here for a baseline plus setup. So far so good though. We're 20 laps in, no serious incidents from what I can tell. I think I just heard my dogs in the background. But yeah, so far so good. No problems really. We're running 8th. I'll gladly take an 8th. And I honestly think we have room to catch some guys ahead. We just got to be calm and collected with these tires. We could technically break it every 20 laps, so if we get a caution now, we could go in pit and keep it on strategy. but the longer we can stay out, the better. Obviously, I always prefer to be go for the long run and struggle, and then get the fresh tires for a shorter second half. That's my preferred method. Everyone drives a little differently, obviously. But we are staying out as long as we're able to. We got 47 laps left on fuel.
R7 has taken the lead.
It looks like we've settled in where we're gonna be for the rest of this run. But it's begun to cool off where I'm at now, so it's not as hot in the car while I'm driving.
31.368.
So that's nice, but it is still a little more realistic than sitting at a desk with AC, I'll tell you that much for sure. Got a full containment seat hugging your ribs the whole time, and you're just like sitting here struggling through it the entire time. Looks like we're maintaining a pretty good gap to the cars behind, though, so that's always nice. I was hoping this would be a night race, but I honestly haven't been paying attention to when the NASCAR races are going to be run in real life, so I had no idea when this was going to be. I was at the Iowa race, and that was really cool. That ran into the night. For anyone who saw it, you know that. But that was really cool. I'd never actually been to a Cup Series race before, and I sprung for some slightly better tickets and got us tickets to what's called the Newton Club, which is where the track is. It's Newton, Iowa. And we have this like whole booth. It's really cool. We didn't have the booth to ourselves. It was like a packed booth, but it was like consistently like 65 degrees in there. It was so nice, especially because it was 90 degrees all weekend and we were tent camping. Looks like the cars behind are beginning to catch us because we suck at managing our tires. But that's okay, because we're not supposed to be here anyways, so we'll gladly give up a spot or two. Because these guys are catching quick. I'm just watching them in my left side mirror, and I can just see them encroaching ever closer. And I just cannot hold the line they are. So we're definitely going to bump the tires up a couple pounds on the right side. Try to get some more wedge into the car. It's going to run down here, make them work for it, I think. Because if we got the chance to make them work for it, you might as well make them work for it. I don't know if I'm gonna put air in the both rear tires or the right sides. Oh yeah, no, we're just gonna let this guy pass. We're gonna do nothing but hold him up. We'll race him up top, but we got nothing for him on the bottom. Didn't even have anything for him up top, but that's okay, because now we got a little bit of draft. We got a whiff of the draft. Just got to take it easy and really just trying to get to this first pit stop, I think. And remember to add air to the tires where I want to add air to the tires. I think I'm going to try right side air pressure to wedge the car out. Gonna go up. I'm gonna go up 2 pounds on the right side. Just try to get this thing to turn a little more. It's just,
Due to 30,
it's developing too tight for my liking.
931.578.
Evidently, you're keeping pace with the leader pretty well. We're not too far off at his time. Actually, I think we ran a better lap than him that lap. Definitely got to figure something out with this car, though. We're fading fast at the end of this run.
31.657.
Let's just tap the wall for good measure. But hey, this is part of learning. This is how you learn to get better. You gotta struggle to get better. And I've definitely been wanting to get better. Working up a bit of sweat in this car too. We just don't have it through 1 and 2. The car gets so tight. Oh, this thing is just not the best to drive. It's a lot better than what I think an iRacing stock setup would be. I don't want to say it's like a trash setup, because it's not. It's just not a setup for my style.
Inside. Stay high.
At all.
Clear.
At frickin' all. Let's get these tires adjusted. On the back stretch. Another fun thing is I have not practiced green flag pit stops yet. Alright. Alright, there's our tire adjustments in. I think we're going to go up a pound in the left rear too.
Stay high. Here's the car on the low side. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Just to get a little more drive out of it, you know? Just mouse back up out of my way.
31.577, 32.576.
Oh, wannabe Alex Bowman into the wall. We just sneak right by him. Car is definitely tight. I think those adjustments are going to be our best first bet at fixing what this thing's driving like for me right now. I just need the rear end to respond. It's just not happening for me right now. It's just falling hard on the right front and I got to get it off. But hey, we're still running the top 10, and that's end of the day, that's still our goal. This guy just sailed her off. Nice try there, bud, but dive bombs never work. All right. So far, so good. Been a nice, clean race. No cautions. No major contact. We got this 5 car trying to use up the last of his tires, but it is not going to work for him. It looks like pit stops have begun for some people. I don't know if that's going to be the... Oh. Well, that takes care of that problem. I'm pitting. I'm pitting this caution. No doubt in my mind that I am not pitting this caution. No, that I am pitting this caution. It is happening. Got myself a little drink here real quick. Sorry about all the commotion. I got a couple roommates and this is a shared room, so if you heard any noise, I do apologize. It's just part of life. But we are definitely coming down, getting our 4 tires, fueling up, seeing how we stack up. We are catching up with the pack. Everyone should be coming down because these tires are fried. Yep, everyone's coming down this time.
Pit box in 10.
It's nice and easy. Leave some space to the cars ahead.
3.
Find our box. I've got it.
1. Right here.
Yep, we are running the Brad Keselowski scheme. Get it pulled down perfectly into the box.
That's it, go. Line up single file.
Oh, he beat us.
Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
By a hair. That's alright. We'll still hold on to a pretty decent position. We probably picked up a couple spots though, how clean that stop was. Alright, well, it should definitely be looser this time around. Hope for the best, expect the worst. That's all you can do. So we're gonna go out here, give it our best shot, and hopefully we don't spin it out going into one.
Past the 23. Past the.
That would be the less than ideal situation. Spinning it out going into one. We have managed a 6th place spot, it seems, out of the pit stops, which means we definitely picked up 1 spot. If that rings true. Can I tell? No, because there's a bunch of freaking cars up there. But we got 2 to green. We got almost halfway through the race, which is honestly pretty surprising. Not as clean as the Gen 4 race from Las Vegas. But still, overall, pretty clean race. Very happy with it. And I definitely feel like the car's got more in it. Especially given a little setup adjustment. Because I am just running baseline minus what I threw into it right before the race after qualifying. Alright, let's see where we stack up here.
Alright, man, we're going green next
We're
time.
on the outside.
Man.
Must be
Line up
a
on the outside row now.
bunch of wave around cars.
4.128.
Yep, all wave rounds. Adios, amigos. We are starting up here in 6th place. Got some cloud cover on the track, means it's going to tighten up a little bit. But we just loosened the car up a little bit. So hey, maybe it'll balance out maybe. It'll balance out. You just got to believe in it. Heart of the setup. Alright. So far we're running much, much better than I was expecting, to be honest with you. I was expecting a solid back of the pack run. But Up here running 6th, I can't complain one little bit. And we're just gonna. Let me just repeat that word a million times. We're just gonna see if we can gain a couple.
All right, man.
I tend to be pretty good at restarts on this track.
Green, green, green. Good job, man. You're in fifth. The lead is ended up 25.
He completely misses it. We get around him on the outside.
7, 5, 6. Good job, man. You're back in fifth.
We will take that. Oh, air in the right front might not have been a good idea. We're gonna find out. I don't know. Well, it feels like it's got some turn to it. We'll see how it turns out. It feels like it's got some more turn in it now.
32.487. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. You got one outside. Stay low.
I could just be feeling things I could not be. I don't know.
All clear, all clear.
We're not going to run too hard up here. We got a 5th place secured. Might as well just hang on to it. Let this guy mess up.
Outside. 30.965. Still there? What's the line? Still there.
Car did not downshift when it was supposed to. That's okay. That just files us in behind this 2 car here. Oh yeah, she's got some turn coming out of the corners. If anything, I might put another pound in the left rear. Just loosen her up a little more.
113.
Pound in the left rear, pound out of the right front.
Just hit the bumper left. 30.368.
How are they looking after that run? Pretty good all around. Definitely heavy on the right front.
30.868.
But all in all, not terrible for not knowing what we're doing. As I like to say at my job, good enough for the guys building it. So we're gonna run with it, and we're just gonna tweak the car as we go. We definitely probably, well, probably. That's a contradiction and a half right there. I foresee us having another pit stop, and if we do, I will make my adjustments accordingly. Unless this thing really turns around. I don't know. It could just turn around in the long run. It's feeling pretty good, actually. It took a couple laps to come to us, but now it's coming around. In case you can't tell. Missed the corner a bit there. I still think left rear, pound, right front, pound less, and this thing will be dialed in. Yeah. You can feel it. That right front's just got a little too much air in it. It can just rolling off over the track just a little bit. So take that pound out of it. Let it grab a little more and put another pound into the left rear. It should help turn the car the way I want it. Just making sure the car passes inspection, that's all.
31.002.
They can't fail a car for race damage. Oh, that's what I get for looking around.
Still there. All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
Looked over at something to my left and lost 2 spots there. Oh, this Alex Bowman wannabe is going to give it back to us, though. I shouldn't make fun of him too much because I'm Brad Keselowski wannabe right now. And I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm just saying that you're running a Alex Bowman scheme because I'm right now a Brad Keselowski wannabe. And there ain't nothing wrong with that because them guys are guys you should want to be because they are frickin' race car drivers. Doesn't even matter. This guy's a lap down. I didn't even realize that till just now. Helps when you look at the relative. That's why it's almost like they put it there for a reason. Very hard track to pass at with these cars. I will admit, I just cannot get a run to the inside of someone, and you definitely won't be getting a run to the outside of someone. You just kind of got to hang back and wait for the mistake, lest you make it. Like that. Oh no, we pull away with it. We pull away with it. Get to his outside here.
All clear, all clear. Got one inside. Still there? Hold the line.
Just hold it pretty up top.
Stay high.
I don't know why this guy's
Clear low.
racing me so hard for it. One car's driving it in way too hard. I feel like we're about to meet his front bumper.
30.839.
Maybe not. I think we'll be able to pull away from him. Seems we will pull away from him. Just gonna sit here and all pretty in 6th place. Get some more rear brake bias in the car, because holy cow, this thing is front happy. Definitely should have played with the master cylinders a little bit. I think Major's Garage likes a different brake bias and different braking style than I do. So one car is eager to introduce us to his bumper. Because if you can't go around the outside, you might as well just drive right through him. We don't let this guy by. He's just gonna push us out of the way.
Still there. Clear low, clear low.
Oh, he's got a TikTok sponsor on his car.
31.033.
Must not have the attention span to pass me properly. By this 2 car right here.
Still there? Hold the line.
He's gonna lay the pressure on us, but we're gonna lay the pressure right back on him. Just gingerly through the corner.
Still there? Hold the line. 31.26. Deleted. Did a 30.603. All clear, all clear. Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Car just got tight there. There was nothing I could do. Except that or drive up into him, and I'm more respectful than that. So we carry on.
31.863.
Give it as much rear brake bias as we can at this point because we frickin' need it. So far, been a pretty clean race, though, all things considered. A little bit risque at times, but all in all, pretty clean race. Rather boring one, if I'm not gonna lie, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but sometimes a boring race is a good race for a driver, at least. I mean, honestly, if we can keep this thing clean and keep her in the top 10, I'm a happy lad. A happy lad. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take myself a nice cool bath after this. Really relax. 'Cause I'm gonna need it with how much I'm sweating. I might as well be getting a hot bath right now with all the sweat dripping down me, pulling up in this seat. Because I know I haven't done a video on it yet, but I have a full racing seat for this sprint car because of the sprint car simulator thing that I built. Because why not just shoot for peak realism? Kind of. I don't know, I put a racing seat in it, but I didn't make it a sprint car, but it's a sprint car chassis. I'll make a video about this thing one of these days, whenever I get a webcam. I don't want to really use my phone. Because I'm going to be getting webcams. So, might as well just do it then. And then, I'll have a wheel camera. I kind of want to do it looking over the back of my head to look down at the wheel. So you can see all my wheel adjustments that I'm doing like this. And then I want to have one that's mounted off like the brake and gas bar in this thing. So you can watch my pedal work. Because I know those are two things that I always really enjoy seeing out of iRacing content creators is the wheel work and the pedal work. Another cool thing might be an eye tracker just to see what your eyes are doing during the race. And you can see how many times I look away because I'm just too dumb to focus on the race the entire time. I'm just driving it too hard into wanting to. That's all I'm doing. But I'll tell you what, this is becoming a lot more of a challenge because it is getting humid out. It is getting ready to storm out later tonight. Like 1 in the morning, we got some severe thunderstorms coming. And I'll tell you what, I can feel them rolling in.
31.346.
Not only that, neat new feature I have after my little work injury. I took a spill off the roof and now I got 3 metal plates in my arm, long story short. I can predict the weather now. Yay. We had some more storms rolling through the other day and I was sitting here with my significant other and my arm was just cramped. I'm like, oh yep, them storms are gonna roll through later today because you can just feel this like achiness when we got like this bad weather rolling through. It's wild for anyone who doesn't have anything like it. I know older people are like, ah, it's just the way life is, but like younger people like me, like I'm still in my early 20s yet, and I'm like not used to having to be like, oh, there's a rainstorm coming. I can feel because my plates are vibrating just right. You know, it's kind of cool, kind of weird. Still even just myself trying to process the whole incident. It was. I'll go more into the incident in detail, like in other videos, I'm sure. But it was an incident, all right. To put it lightly. But that whole incident and all that downtime spurred all this. So, had I not fallen off a roof because someone told me Red Bull gives you wings, I might not be making YouTube videos right now. So, neat little thing. One of the most traumatic days of my life led to this right here. I'd still be doing iRacing, don't get me wrong. I love iRacing. I've been doing this for years, but yeah, I just kind of was sitting at home and I'm like, man, what do I want to really do with my life? And I figured, well, I do a lot of iRacing already, just because I love racing. And I can't get enough of it. Racing is my crack. If you give me racing, I'll never need to do any kind of hard drugs. And that's a fact. Um, Lost my train of thought there. Hold on one second.
31.44.
Tires have left the chat. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Say hi. Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear.
Coasted in. Just gonna hang out behind this guy here.
764.
Looks like some of the guys that saved their tires are coming up. Hopefully we'll have a caution again soon here so I can pit and get myself some tires, because I'm definitely going to need them pretty quick here, because this thing is falling off a cliff, as the kids like to say. Oh, I think I'm getting that train of thought back. Hold on.
1.748.
Hold on. I think I got it. All right, I've grabbed onto the tail of it.
Caution is out. Caution
Oh, on the topic of caution soon.
It's the 22 car.
But no,
It's the 22 car.
yeah, I was sitting at home, I'm like, man, you know what? I always, like, play iRacing, alright? I play a lot of iRacing. Like, my roommates always tell me, he's like, dude, you play, like, not in a bad way, but he's like, you play a fuckload of iRacing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love this shit. Go up 2 pounds in the left rear. And so I figured, you know what, I do this so much, I might as well record a few of them, post them out online, and see, you know, if anyone likes to, wants to watch me just put around a track and see if I can figure out how to win a race or not. So far, it's been going pretty well. I've had a couple stumbles with my upload history, but that's just early channel teething issues. Looks like everybody's coming down for a fresh set of tires. And we are definitely joining them because we need tires and we have adjustments.
5,
I see my spot.
2, 1. Right here.
There we are. Perfect stop. Car's still undamaged. So not a repair needed. Just get our 4 tires and get the freak out of here.
Be mindful, you only have 1 set of tires remaining.
Oh boy, we only got 1 set of tires remaining. Oh man. Oh man. Only 1 set remaining. Hopefully this one does what we want it to. It looks like the sun's coming back out for a minute. Heat the track back up. Give us some more freedom in the rear tires. At least in 1 and 2. It looks like 3 and 4 is still pretty covered by clouds. But hopefully we got a car to make it these last 20 laps pretty strong. It's all a matter of maintaining the tires for the last 20 or so laps. That's about what we got. Just got to run around, hang out. We should have enough fuel. Yep. Wish I had more in the tank, to be honest with you.
Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Maybe the time to keep up with the field. There you go. There you go. Oh, here I am talking shit, and then I run into the wall. Serves me right. Looks like we got a pretty advantageous 5th place from that pit stop. Another great executed pit stop. Sped a little bit, but, you know, hey, we got away with it. Got some lap cars ahead of us. And we are hoping for a good result here. We got 2 to green, coming around to the 1 to green. Should be 3rd row inside. And hopefully we can manage, like I said, a top 10. All we need to do is hang on to the 5 spots we have now and block off the 5 spots that are behind us, and we should be able to for, I mean, 20 laps is about what we got on tires on the old combination we were running. I don't know how this one's going to do. I assume it's going to develop looser with more front turn, since we have less air pressure in the front and more air pressure in the rear by a good amount. We are going to be rolling off 5th. Looks like the 4th place car is having some internet issues, which is always going to make things more interesting. Oh, another thing I've been thinking about doing. So I just recently, like the other day, this weekend, I bought a Polaroid camera, and I go to a lot of sprint car races, and I like getting the pit passes just so I could see the cars beforehand, you know, as they're sitting in their trailers getting ready. And I was thinking, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to, like, make a book of every sprint car race I go and I get a pit pass. And I'm going to, like, put it together, and I'm going to make, like, a little collage of all the cars in the pits that night. A little Polaroid collage of all the cars in the pits. And do that for every race, kind of, like, make a little document, kind of just take pictures throughout the night. Kind of make a retro photo book with Polaroids. It takes 600 film, which I could find for about $2 a picture, which isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's a real old school Polaroid camera. It's got the flip up light and all that. 3rd place is an absolutely terrifying restart. We managed to secure ourselves a 4th place, and we're just gonna run around here and hope for the best. See how the car is feeling in 3 and 4 here. Okay, we're definitely looser. Alright, I think I like what I'm feeling with this thing.
32.38.
We're faster than this 4 car, at least in the short run. Yeah, that rear end's moving just enough that I'm satisfied. We're carrying more speed out of the corner. You can hear it because we're bouncing the chip right at the end of that straight. Okay, the 1 car is getting sideways. We got ourselves a race here. We're looking at a top 5, possibly a podium position, if we can just manage ourselves. Is it deserved? Almost certainly not, but are we gonna manage it? We'll see. Currently running 4th with about 20 laps, just under 20 laps to go at Nashville Superspeedway. Running the Cup Series. This would be one of my better Cup Series finishes that I've had. I don't know exactly what my best one is, but I know there's not too many top 5 runs in my Cup Series career in this iRacing game. If we can pull one out today, that'd be great, especially because I wasn't even planning on recording a Cup Series race today. Nice and controlled on entry. We're picking it up on exit. Yeah, there we go. We're closing that gap.
30.4.
I just gotta watch those fronts on entry for 1 and 2. I lock them up so bad when I try to go for a pass. Problem is I'm driving it in too deep already, and I'm trying to drive it in deeper. That's my problem.
30.785. The lead is on 30.288.
Okay, we got him. It's thinking about us, and that's what I want. You can tell he was thinking about us the way he took that 1 and 2 there. Looks like we shook the cars from behind for a lap.
7, 8.
Now we just gotta show them that we're faster and get in that mirror. It's all a mind game from here on out. We're not gonna pass them. Not gonna pass them on speed alone. Gotta take his mind off his line.
0.625.
These guys behind are racing hard. We're hanging on to everything we can, as long as these guys don't get too zealous behind us.
5.
And this car is comfortable along the bottom. We're gonna run the bottom. We get a run on them. We're gonna take them to the inside.
Stay low.
It's looking like a guaranteed pass at this point if we can just stick it. And we do.
Clear high.
We have found our way onto a podium position for the NASCAR Cup Series at Nashville Superspeedway. Can we hold on to it? We got about 10 laps left.
You're in third place.
It says I absolutely missed the corner. It's okay because we pull it through.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Exit.
All right, it looks like we're gonna be rolling off third for a restart.
10 to go at the line.
Do we pit for tires? What's the call here? What is everyone else gonna do? We're gonna find out shortly.
Pit road is now open.
Well, the car ahead is just running it into the wall and the leader.
Let the car by.
Completely distracted me. You good there, bud? Oh, he just fair enough. He's either back there making his way back up, or he just kind of pulled her into the pits and said good enough. Oh, I can see the lightning coming out there. Also the lightning bugs.
Car 6. Got the lucky dog. Let it by on the outside. Let the 6 car by.
Looks
Yeah.
like we are running on the tires we've got. We're starting second because second place just made a big old whoopsie catching up to the pace car. And just quit in shame, which he should after a maneuver like that. Especially since it benefits me, you know. I'm all for him just whoopsieing into the leader. It sucks for the leader and it sucks for him, but it doesn't hurt me at all. I wish it wouldn't happen like that, but I'm not upset that it happened like that, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna complain about getting an advantage. I just, you know, it sucks that he's at the disadvantage now. That's kind of the mood I'm feeling. Because now I get to start outside front row, and that's pretty freaking neat, I think. It'll be a pretty intense last few laps. I don't expect we'll keep it green all of them, but we might. These green-white checkers always just get so intense, though. They're just... Everyone's fighting for every last position they can. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because I do it too. It's just the last 2 laps. That's what a green-white checkered is. You have 2 laps to make up as much as you can while everyone is bunched up next to each other. you're gonna have racing like that. Yep, there's the one car who absolutely annihilated the 7 going into the catching up to the pace car. So his race is done after a strong second place. I don't think the leader will really be affected by this damage she is
No damage to report.
accrued. Let's just start the lineup now. It's me and the Guinness car. Can we beat the Guinness car? Probably not. But can we finish second to the Guinness car? You can't see it right now, but I'm giving it the, well, there's a chance. There's definitely a chance we could finish second to this Guinness car. I don't foresee us finishing much worse than second unless this restart goes absolutely terribly for us.
On the outside row now.
Looks like we'll be restarting with 5 laps to go. Gonna be pretty intense, at least for everyone behind us. We will manage pretty well because we're on the front row. We're gonna give it everything it's got without wrecking it. At least without trying to wreck it. Because if there's one thing I want more, or if there's one thing I want, it's a cup win. And if we can get that, which it looks like we have a chance to at this very moment, chances are slim, but they are there. Just got to keep our eyes on that right front coming to the restart zone. As soon as that right front zips off, we're going. Got the headphones turned all the way up.
Maintain the pace speed until the start zone, then go.
Green, green, green. You're in second. Pit road is now open.
The lead is consider
24.5.
Alright, good restart, good restart.
392.
We get to his bumper.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear.
We're able to test him, but we're not quite able to get to him.
486.
we're in a podium position.
Inside.
This 9 car is gonna give no cares.
All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear.
We'll take a third, we'll take a third. We just gotta keep it clean and keep her pointed in the right direction right now. Honestly, a third is a win.
Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, wreck.
Pit road is closed.
That's gonna be what we call a green-white checkered, folks. And a great opportunity to get past this 9 car again. Because he's gonna, or this 10 car, I should say. I don't know. Sim stamp numbers make it hard when they're
Let the
actually a possible number
when the yellow flag came out.
within the session. How big was the crash? It looks pretty significant considering there's smoke on the front stretch. A lap later. Alright. Will the 10 car obliterate the leader? No, they will not. Will I obliterate the 10 car? No, I will not. Looks like we're gonna avoid obliterating each other under pace laps. Lit. It looks like he found the hotkeys. I wonder if you could bait someone into pitting on this caution. That'd be kind of funny. Oh yeah, this is definitely
Final time we'll try for a green
ooh,
light
final
finish.
time for a green white checker finish. That is what I like to hear.
Dog, let it by on the outside.
What I like to hear. Wanna know why? Because as soon as there's a caution, that's it. The race is done as long as we keep the car clean.
13, car by.
So if we get past this 7 and this 10 car and then a caution happens to come out, well, I guess we won the race. Would I prefer to win a Cup Series race, my first Cup Series race that way? No, but will I win a Cup Series race that way and be shameless about it? Absolutely. 100%. Why, you would be too. If you were in my shoes, you would. I'm giving you the dad look. You would. You would. You would be shameless about it. Just as shameless as I'm going to be about it if I manage to pull this off. But who knows? I might also be the caution that causes someone to win prematurely. Who knows? It's very possible. Ugh. But it should be a pretty good last run to the start-finish line. I don't see us making it through this entire green-white checkered, so I'm giving it all of the beans all of the way. First gear restarts.
Let the 10, car by.
Gonna roam around here, save a little bit of gasoline. A little bit of gasoline. And see what we can't pull out here. You like my auto centering? Look at how smooth that is. Yeah. Then you grab onto the wheel and it's fine. But as soon as you let go, grab onto it, it's fine. Fine. Alright, we're getting set for the 1 to green here. This is the final restart. Whatever happens here, that is how it went down. Could we Hail Mary it? Pass both these guys and cause a caution? Absolutely. Would that be fair? And would I feel good about it? No to both. I would not feel good about that. That I would feel bad about. If I'm going to win my first Cup Series race, I'm not wrecking someone to do it. Not intentionally. Definitely not intentionally. But I will slide right by the wreck and win it. Because guess who didn't wreck? The guy in 3rd place. He's the one that's going to win it. So if these two come together, I'm driving right past it, and I am shamelessly taking my win. Could see the 7 getting defensive, but who knows? It's all up to the driver. I know this 9's gonna get wild, so I don't not foresee them wrecking. But I hope I can win it legit, if I can win it. If not, I hope I can get a 3rd place legit. I don't have too many concerns about the guys behind us.
Green flag, green flag.
The leader did up
25.546. You got one outside. 24.24. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low.
Get by the 9 car, squeeze them.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. You're 2 wide there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Alright, man. It's white flag this time by. 1 more to go. Stay low. Stay low. 32.223. You got about 5 laps. You're clear high. Clear high. Alright. You're back in second. Outside.
Looks like we're gonna take her home in second.
Got one inside.
Oh, Alex Bowman's trying to take us out, but I think we're gonna get it away from him. Yes, we're gonna take it home in second. I will gladly take that. Woo! That was some tight race in those last 2 laps, but wow, that was fun. Kind of went silent on you, but I hope you can understand that that just takes 100% of your focus doing a green-white checker like that. How much gas do we have left in the tank? We have a solid 1.2 gallons left in the tank on our cooldown lap. Really just cutting the margin out. Bring her home in second place. There it is right there on the relative. Make it official. Put it in the history books. We took her home in second. And I will not complain about that. All in all, just absolutely great race. Little boring, but it was very clean.
That's it. The race is over.
Good balance of cautions. And let's see how those tires developed real quick before I release you guys from my ramblings. We managed them pretty well. We got pretty hard on that right front the final run, but that just seemed to be how they were developing throughout the entire run. But I'll gladly take a second place home. I know Ricky Bobby always said if you ain't first, you're last, but I'll be first loser, alright? Because you're still first. Just, you're the first loser, that's all. But I hope you enjoyed. If you're still here, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if there's anything you liked or anything you want to see me do, any car combos, just anything really, any ideas, feel free to hit me up in the comments and let me know. Anything is appreciated. Heck, if you didn't like it, feel free to leave a dislike too. Interaction's interaction at the end of the day. Lets me know what's liked and what's not. But I'll shut up so you guys can get on with your day. I hope you had a great one, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.